What is good with the YouTube? It is your boy Sean Rock to the represent mandatory thrive because every day it is mandatory for us to thrive, and I am back again with another video. And this video is dedicated to any young brother, any young woman who is thinking about joining a gang, getting in the streets, being involved in criminal activity. And I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, man, the streets do not love you. They do not love you. I was never an extra tough street guy. However, I grew up in the inner city, in a impoverished area. So just by happenstance, I end up involved in a lot of stuff that goes on in the inner city, especially like fighting and stuff like that. I loved fighting when I was younger. You know what I'm saying? I had a short temper, so I ended up fighting a lot. I ended up dabbling in drug dealing, and I definitely shot dice a lot. And I don't want to get into too much detail, but I've been shot at multiple times. I've almost lost my life several times, and just those poor choices could have led to me not being here today. If they would have went left field. Now, if we really want to be honest, if I would have just been a little bit more reckless, I probably would have lost my life. I was half in, half out. I was never too serious about it. But the moral of the story is just my half effort, my half dabbling, put me in harm's way. You know what I'm saying? So if you invested in that lifestyle, what do you expect to come from it? Right? Like, is it worth it? Is a few pennies and some street credibility and some clout really worth your life? Because that's what you're jeopardizing. All of those years that I was out shooting dice and hustling and doing this and doing that and dabbling and this and that, I can't get those years back. Those are years I could have been invested in reading. Those could have been years that I could have been invested in my fitness, invested in my speaking, investing in my music, the stuff that I'm doing now. Those things that stuff took away from that. And like I said, I was pretty much a square for the most part, anyways. But still, even with me being a square, a lot of that stuff took away from my life. So, young men, stop trying to be tough guys. There's nothing good that's gonna come from it. When people say it's dead or in jail, and you think it's like a cliche or you tired of hearing that, no, literally, what's gonna come from it is death or in jail. And I know, let me say this clear. Let me say this very, very clear to y'all. I know all of y'all have this misconception in your mind of what the street life is and what you're involved in and who you are. When I was in the streets, I was be like, oh, I'm just selling a little weed. I'm really out here. I ain't really out here for real. You know what I'm saying? Stop being in denial. Stop being in denial. Because if you dabbling in it, you're in it. Stop trying to minimize your involvement, because that's is what's going to get you in a bad predicament. Because that's what I thought. I'm a good kid. I'm a good kid. I'm not really doing too much. I just sell my little weed. I just shoot my dice. I just get in my little fights here and there. So I justify my actions by minimizing my involvement. I'm not too bad because I ain't out here shooting people and this, that. But the moral of the story is that just a little bit of involvement could be detrimental to your life. So take a second, look at how involved you are, and really process if it's worth it. Really process that, because it's going to get real when you sitting in that cell and you gotta choose whether you're gonna give up your partners. It's gonna get real when it's 2 of them. I mean, it's 2 of y'all, and it's 15 of them, and y'all gotta fight. I've been in those positions where it's two or three of us and 20 or 30 of them, and we gotta choose what we gonna do because they got us cornered. It's gonna get real when a simple robbery turn into a life loss. Take it serious. Invest in something that you love that's going to get you somewhere. If you got to work at McDonald's for 10 years, work at McDonald's for 10 years. Period. Because at the end of the day, you got to build a better life for you and your family. So that's all I got, man. Remember, dream big, work hard, live great, don't stop. It's your boy Sean Rock. Till I'm signing out. Peace.